why is it that we carry guilt when we have to turn someone down for something, when we say no? Or why do we carry guilt when we say yes? So guilt is a horrible, horrible thing, and it does terrible things to your body emotionally. So what I want to do with this first little video is I want to talk about ways that we, I guess, what we give reason to why we say yes. And then I want to go into what could it mean deeper in your shadow self. So when you say yes, some of these are my own and some of them are just, they come from clients, some of them are just traditional. So we'll just see where it goes. But I like to take on other people's burdens, I call it, because I feel like it makes them happy. And I want to do things that make other people happy. I'm going to talk about me in my past tense. That isn't necessarily who I am today. I think I'm better at it than I was in my past lives, meaning the last 50 years. Another excuse that I would say yes if someone asked me to take on extra work, do whatever, PTA, whatever it might be. I want to be involved with as much as I can. And I still catch myself saying that. But I truly do love being community involved. And anyway, so taking on extra stuff so that you can be involved. Another one would be the more I do, the better I feel. Something deep to that one, huh? And I need to just be busy. So yes, just let me do this. I just need to be busy, because guess what? If I'm busy, I don't have to pause and think or feel myself. So if I say no to a certain person, the repercussions could be quite terrible. You know, your spouse, a parent, a sibling, whatever it might be, making, you know, the silent treatment, whatever it is that may make you feel guilty, then you add more guilt to your guilt. So you're protective of who you say no to. Another good one is I am exhausted, but I'll power through it and I'll get it done. I'll figure it out. Just let me do this. Be the martyr, right? Another one of my specialties I was. And another one that just comes is if he or she can do it, then I better figure out how I can do it so that I don't look like the weak one. Because if they can put all that on their plate and still survive, why can't I? Yeah, I guarantee you everybody's going down. So, you know, these are a lot of the excuses why we take on other people's burdens or take on too much responsibility at work or at home or all of the above. And it can just be too that, you know, people are going to go, oh, she'll say yes to it. Put her on that committee. Don't even ask. She'll do it. And then you're guilted into doing it because you've always been a yes person. So some of the deeper reasons that you can be this yes person is your self-worth. That will be the deepest reason. But how do we get to that depth of the well of self-worth? You could say one would be, I don't value my time and energy as much as I do yours. So I'll go ahead and take on yours because you're more valuable than I am. There's also when you want to say no and you can't say no, It's there at the tip of your tongue, and everything in you is telling you say no, but you say, oh yeah, I'll do it. And it's this fear of being judged by your peers. So you say yes. So there's a fear of being judged. There's a fear of letting people down if you say no. And also there's shame around that. You feel shamed if you let people down, or if for some reason you put yourself first and say, I just can't do it, then you feel relief, but then your mind goes in 100 different directions and piles on the guilt and the shame because you said no, because you were looking out for yourself. So that really didn't do you any good to look out for yourself, because you just added more onto you by feeling shame around it. So a need for validation. So a lot of times we take on other people's burdens, responsibilities, because we need to feel valid. So if I'm doing this for you, then I am valid in your life, whatever it might be. And it can be a billion different things. And then another one is I need to be seen. So if I am doing these things, if I'm on all these different boards, if I am on social media every day, if I'm, taking on more at work, and, it's the need to be seen. Now, there's many more, but these are just some of the top ones that come up often, not only for myself, but for my clients. So I would just ask you to sit with this and kind of ponder where you sit in this. Like, are you one to always play the martyr and just like, let me do it. I will just take care of it. It's easier if I do it because it'll get done right. If you're that kind of a person, or are you just so afraid to say no because you're so fearful of letting people down? So who are you in these scenarios? And I will try to link the list that I've said. And so maybe you can look at them a little deeper. Sometimes they're not outliers. Sometimes you have to ask somebody else. My kids pointed out to me that I played the martyr really well. And I didn't think I did. I thought I was just trying to make everybody happy. But I was really being the martyr because I felt that if I was doing it all, then everybody else would be have less to do and be happy. And that's not really what I was doing, because I was really killing myself inside. So have a look at the list, see which ones are you, and if you would, put it in the comments, and then I'm going to come back with another video next week, and we're going to talk a little deeper as to what childhood traumas could trigger these, belief systems could trigger these, and then how to get out of them without guilt. So if you enjoyed this, please comment. Please let me know what you want to work on. I am going to try to be here as much as I can for me and you. So anyway, do a little introspect and see why you're a yes ma'am or a yes sir. See you soon.